Okay. Okay, guys. So, did you practice something? Did you try it setup or at least finishing up your framework part? Hmm? So today we will try to, just move on a little advanced part, an highly advanced thing. And I'm damn sure you have not seen this thing, earlier. At least you have never practiced it from your end. Fine. So I'll just take you to just give me a second. Okay. Fine. So let us just first of all start from here only. Just give me a second. Let me see if recording is in progress. Just a second. Just give me a second now. Okay. Fine. Okay, guys. So, guys, till yesterday we have seen a lot of things. We have seen about Docker also, how you can actually run your entire Selenium grid in Docker containers. So, we have seen this setup. Yesterday, what we have done, we have actually tried to uh, use our hardware machine, which was actually talking about a hardware machine we require on which we have set up our Selenium grid. How? From the second image, you can get a clear idea that with the help of this Docker, I could set up the Docker containers with the help of that images, pulling that images from that centralized Docker Hub repository on my local hardware machine where my guest OS was already there, some Docker desktop was already there. Then on that machine, I have set up this entire framework. Fine. And then by running my code from the local system from here directly, this hub got triggered and it was connected already with the Edge, Firefox, and the Chrome browsers. On where? On the Docker containers. And all my test cases were running fine. Secondly, I tested and showed to you that how you can push the entire code to the GitHub repository. And from there, you can actually trigger any job or the pipeline which is actually connected with this GitHub repo master. And this will also directly run your test cases where? Neither on your Jenkins server nor on my local machine, but directly on these containers, these which were up and running yesterday. So this Dockerized grid concept we have seen now. Perfect. Okay. Now, what is today? So guys, yesterday we have taken one hardware machine. For time being, I have taken my local hardware machine because obviously I don't have any hardware machine set up. But the same thing I could have done with any one of yours machine. I just need your machine's IP and that's it. The thing will be done for me. What I needed, try to understand that entire code will remain same. Okay? But the only thing which is going to change, I'll just, yeah, in the resource, not resources, in the SRC test resources, config files were there. Na? In that config file, guys, since I was using a local host, why? Because it was set up, the entire grid was set up in my local machine. So I have used a local host. But what if I really want to set up that same entire grid with the help of Docker containers, either on Murli's laptop or, or Ankit's one, any one of you, what I have to do? I have to take your machine IP, put it here, and the port. That's it. And I have to make sure that all the Docker containers are up and running in your system. Entire code will remain same. I can just trigger the entire automation framework suite from my local machine to your remote machine, guys. This is the beauty of that Docker containers. Fine. So localhost we have seen, remote machine, I have given you an idea, and this way you can work on. Now, if I'm talking about the remote machine, so is it always necessary that I have to run all my test cases by taking a remote hardware machine only? Hmm? No. In a company, do we do or automate or run our entire automation suite in this way? Do we have hundreds of hardware machine in our company just for this automation suite running? No. How do they work then? They actually procure some machines, some virtual machines, instead of that hardware machine on some cloud. The cloud can be Microsoft Azure, cloud can be Alibaba, cloud can be your AWS, cloud can be your GWS, Google Workstations, Google Workspaces. It can be your Amazon Workspaces. It can be your what Azure, Microsoft Azure. It can be Alibaba also. These are the multiple vendors that they are providing the services. So the same thing which I did yesterday on my hardware machine, or I will be doing on your hardware machine. So what I will do now, I can take or convert that hardware machine into a virtual machine only. So that means Now visualize a case. This was something I took on my hardware. But see the second line. Can I create or procure one machine on AWS or on Microsoft Azure or on Alibaba, anywhere, and I'll set up that machine, virtual machine there, and then there I will set up my Selenium Grid. Simple. I hope you're able to connect the dots. So it's just a simple replacement of a hardware machine with one virtual machine on which multiple containers of Selenium Hub and the browsers are running. Simple. But obviously, guys, it's really hard, just to show for the demo purpose, because in companies, that's all the activity done by the DevOps team, not by a QA engineer or a developer, guys. 99% of the cases, we have already a DevOps team set up there, and they are doing this activity. But just to show you this for the demo purpose, I have really tried very hard to, just set up something, and let us see how this will go. Fine. What we will do, the same thing we will do. Hmm? But we will use Amazon Web Services because this is highly, in demand, and it's really used by multiple companies. Though Microsoft Azure and other things are also used. But first of all, tell me what is AWS or what are these cloud service providers? So first of all, you just guys understand cloud is not a word related to anything sky. I'm telling you. People understand what is cloud, they really don't have any idea. So cloud is nothing but a physical space taken in acres of lands somewhere in our country or outside the country. Cloud means that is not local to your machine. Simple. It is something remote. Cloud means it is an isolated place where obviously you cannot reach. Why it is cloud? Why it is alien? Why it is remote to you? Because you cannot reach. You can only reach to your local things. Correct? So cloud is never related to anything like sky or something like this. It's purely an isolated area set up with multiple data centers. Got it? So first of all, I'll show you. Just give me a second. Okay. So if I'll just search for this AWS data centers, now just see this. Uh, it can give you an idea because people really don't know about the cloud and all these things. So I'm just searching for the AWS data centers. What is data centers? So guys, data centers are a space, physical space taken by the companies to set up really big machines, physical machines. Correct? Can you be on mute? Get it? Yeah. So now I'm showing you how data centers look like, first of all. So I'll just open this. Okay, let us open this image only. It is giving you a comparison that for Microsoft Azure and Amazon Web Services, where all in our entire world the data centers are set up. So can you see this blue color sign? Please be on mute, guys. Can you see this blue color sign? Microsoft Azure. So they have set up their data centers in UK West, West Europe, Frankfurt. Let me just open it. Try to open it. Otherwise, okay. I hope now it is visible. Just a second. Okay. I hope it is now at least visible something to you. Okay, so Microsoft Azure have set up their data centers in UK West, West Europe, North Europe, UK South, Central, Canada, and all these things. Similar way, Amazon Web Services have set up their data centers where? Singapore, Tokyo, Seoul, Beijing, Sydney, Mumbai. They have their data centers in Mumbai and Hyderabad in India location. Rest they have in Europe, Asia and all other UK and all these things. They have in Sao Paulo, North Virginia, AWS Government Cloud, North California, Oriano, all these things. They have set up their data centers. Okay, how does data center look like? Now see that also. Can you see this as a simple image they have shared on the Google? The data centers are a cluster of multiple networks, multiple highly advanced machines. And just to give you a connect, have you ever roam in your company itself and have you seen that there is a separate data center, what cabins or a data center, what I'll talk, separate ODCs are there, and there is always written data centers uh, entries prohibited. So there also they have set some machines. Okay, that data centers is specific to that company, to that specific location only. But these highly advanced machines are set up somewhere in the entire world, in the huge spaces with acres of lands. Okay, let us see a few more images. How does this look like? Okay, can you see this one of the Amazon spaces? So they have their data centers that looks like this. Like this is not a company. They have their, can you see? It's only for the cloud access. You cannot enter into it. So they have set up their highly advanced big machines there. So what I am saying, guys, try to understand that they let us know specific to be with the AWS only, because I'll try to demo on that AWS part. So for AWS, I'm saying that they have their big data center set up where in South Polo, in US, entire California, they have their data centers in Mumbai also. So what we will do now, we will try to procure means to fetch or to get one machine in Mumbai region or in US region, California region, anywhere, all over the world. We can procure some machines, but obviously these are not free of cost. You have to pay something for it. Like if you really want, Nishant, can I procure one machine? Can I make one machine running for me because I really want to test something? You can do it, but you have to give some debit information, credit card information to that particular account so they can charge you. It's not highly chargeable, but they charge on the hourly basis as soon as the machine is up. And then they generate a bill, based upon the monthly or weekly basis. Fine. So you understand the normal concept, what is cloud and what is data centers, and what we are going to do today. So we are going to procure one machine, guys, in any part of the world. Let us say I'll procure one machine in the US region. Procurement means to get a machine up and running for me so that I can set up a Selenium grid with the help of Docker on that machine and then run my test cases. Hmm? Okay, fine. How will you do that? Hmm? So first of all, you have to create one account on the Amazon. How? See this. You do one thing. Search for. Uh, just give me a second. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. You search for AWS cloud. Okay. It was something. Okay. Just search for the AWS cloud login only. Just give me a second. AWS cloud login. Okay. And yes, go on the first link. Amazon Web Services Management Console. Okay. After going there, what you have to do, some screen will open like this. It is not a normal, AWS part, guys. It is a entire console they have given. So you can do one thing. You can just click on this, create an account. One thing I'm giving you a disclaimer, creation of an account is fine. But guys, if you really want to procure one machine, it will be charged on the monthly basis. So be highly vigilant if you are doing this. Fine. So what I'll do, I'll just log out just a second. Or instead of this, I'll do one thing. Otherwise, I'll just open in the incognito mode. Give me a second. AWS Cloud login. Come on this Amazon Web Services Management Console, and what you have to do, you have to just create one account. Okay. After creating this account, it will take you to that sign up page, and then you can enter multiple things it will be asking from you. That first of all, are you a existing user? You are not. You have to give your email address, you have to give your account name, fine, and then you have to verify. After that, it will be asking you some exact name of yours, fine, some credit card, debit card information, and then your PAN card information. Why? Because so that they can track you and they can just, charge you on the basis of how many machines you're procuring. So this is the normal step that you have to follow. Fine. Try to create an account. Don't worry. It won't be charging on that account creation basis. You can create an account. It is free. They will be giving you around $100 for free. Okay. After doing the accounts sign up, what you have to do? You have to come there again. Like, just give me a second. Uh, yes, come on this screen again, and then click on sign into the console. Okay. Once you go in, sign into the console, follow the steps. Uh, Come on. Okay. Guys, now you have to not the normal sign in. You have to sign into using root email ID. You have to use this. Sign in using root users. So you have to select root user, give the same email address which you gave for the create account, and then next, and you have to use the password. Simple. That's it. It will make sure that you are now logged into that particular AWS services. How this will look like? See, I have already logged in. Let me just see. Otherwise, it will be, yeah, okay. So can you see? I have already logged into this machine. This is my Nishant Goel name. Exactly. I cannot use any NL Tech trainings and all these things because it is, validating my name against that PAN card. Fine. It has given me this thing. Can you see? Around 100 USD dollars. So I have used some. Fine. And these are the days remaining that I can use this account for free. After that, they'll be charging me around 15,000 rupees. That is why I'm saying be vigilant. Fine. This is my account already, ID already created from them. Fine. Okay. Now, it's a simple step that you have to follow. What we are going to do, try to understand. Selenium Grid we have seen. Let us close it out. Yesterday we have seen the Dockerized grid also. And we have seen that I actually took my own hardware machine to set up this entire Dockerized grid on my machine. But today what we are going to do, we have already logged into this AWS cloud. Now we will try to procure one EC2 machine. Okay. And this machine obviously will be Linux based. It is not a window, but it is always recommended to take the Linux based machines only. And then on there, what we will do, we will try to set up some grid. Perfect. Let us close this out also. And I'll show you, yes, from that high level diagram, what is the last step remaining here? So we have seen yesterday about this Dockerized grid. We have seen all this concept. Okay, we have seen this GitHub, Jenkins server, proxies, everything. So now this last part is left where we really want to set up my entire virtual machine on this cloud. Okay, and we will set up our Dockerized grid there. And from there, once my machine is set up now, I will be getting one public IP address. So today, guys, if I'm able to set up that machine, instead of that local host, what I'll be giving? The exact IP address of that virtual machine that I'll be procuring today. Simple. Okay, not a much change. Fine. How to procure a machine now? Follow the step exactly what I'm saying now. Okay. You are already logged into the account. So you have to go onto this 9 dots. Can you see? Go onto the services, click on compute, and then click on this virtual servers in the cloud. You need one virtual server na, in the cloud. So click on this EC2. Simple. Okay. Okay. This is done. Now, can you see on this top right hand corner? Can you see this? Some regions are coming, multiple regions. The same I showed you guys, the data centers they are located of AWS. Can you see North Virginia, Ohio, California, Oregon? Sorry, I just misspelled earlier. It's Oregon, whatever it is. Fine. And then in Asia Pacific region, what we have? We have in Mumbai region, Osaka, Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo. These are the data centers, guys, where the multiple hardware actual machines are located. And in Canada, they have in Central. In Europe, they have in Frankfurt, Ireland, London, Paris, Stockholms, and multiple regions. Perfect. So for free account, these 17 regions are not enabled, but that is fine. It's more than enough for me. So guys, what you have to do? You can select any of the region. That Nishant, I want to really have one machine procured in North Virginia or in California or Oregon or Osaka, Seoul, Singapore. But what I'll do, since I belong from this Asia Pacific region and Mumbai is nearest to my location, so I will select Mumbai only. Simple. It's already selected. Okay. You can select any of your choice. It's not a big deal, but it's recommended to get some machines nearby to your location only. Simple. Got it? This thing you have to do. All the US based candidates can get a machine procurement in some here, North Virginia, California, or Oregon. Okay, fine. Now next what? You have to click on this launch instance. Now this is a process to create one virtual machine. Cross it out. Okay. You have to give some name. Like you can give any name. So let us suppose I am giving Selenium Grid setup for August 2025 batch, something like this. So to be more clear, okay, fine. Come down and just a second. Okay, can you see this application and OS images? So it is going to generate one It is asking me that Nishant, what type of image or what type of virtual machine you really need. Okay, fine. So you have to click on this browse more AMIs. Okay, and there now they have given what type of machine you need. Do you need Amazon Linux machine with this kernel, Mac OS Sequoia machine, or Mac OS Sonoma machine, Reddit machine, Linux machine, whatever you want, you can select it. But you can always select this. Obviously, you can select a Windows machine also. It's not a big deal. But recommendation is to select one of that Amazon Linux 2023 kernel machine. They have already given that this is something recommended. Okay? And it's also free tier eligible basis. So you do select this machine. That's it. This machine got selected here. It has given all the information that this is the image ID and all these things are there of this machine. Fine. It's published on architecture, virtualization, all the things they have given. Hmm, fine. Okay. Now next what? After selection of the instance, you come down again and yes, come on to this eligible, sorry, instance type. Instance type means in this machine, how many CPUs you need, how many RAM, ROM you need, there they are asking. So you just select for this, first of all, free trial basis. Free. Hmm? They have their micro machine, means they're giving two CPUs, only 1 GB of RAM. That won't suffice our need because we have something huge to set up. Now they have also given a small machine where I can set up two CPU, 2 GB. But I'm really looking for something that I can set up around 8 GB of RAM. Yesterday I also showed you, my computer becomes really slow. Why? Because I have set up the entire Docker. So guys, try to select a machine which is at least of 2 GB RAM and at least 8 GB of memory. Okay. So this seems to be good to go for me. Like M7i Flex Large, it is a large machine having two CPUs with 8 GB of RAM, and that's it. So this is, I think, more than enough for me. And rest, yes, it is not eligible also. So I'll try to select one large machine for me. Select it. Okay, one machine got selected. Means what all things I need. And can you see, guys, one thing that they are charging you per hour basis. If you are really looking for a Linux base, they will be giving charging you around 0.15705 USD dollars. As soon as you procure this machine and it will be up and running, from that minute only you will be start to charge. And your bill will be generated when? After a month. So make sure, I'll tell you how to shut down and delete the machine. Make sure if you are following these steps, you are procuring one machine, you have to shut it down at the end after your work is over. And in that case, you won't be charged much. Around 200, 500, that's it. Of a month. Simple. Not much. Okay, fine. After selecting of this instance, what you have to do? You just come down again. Okay. You have to generate one key pair login. Okay. You click on this create new pair. Select okay, and you can select August 2025 batch something. Okay. Okay. Select this RSA. This will generate one PAM file, which is an encrypted file for my password. That will helping me to create a connection with this machine. Okay. PAM file. Okay. Simple August 2025 batch, and I am creating one new pair. As soon as I'm creating one new pair, can you see? One thing got downloaded. See, this is August 2025 batch PAM file. Let it be like this. Don't touch it. Okay? We will use it later on. Now you come down for the network setting and let me see what is in. Okay, so key pair is generated. Fine. Now under this network setting, okay, click on this edit settings. Okay, don't touch any other things. Fine. You come down to this network settings and let us try to do some networking settings also. Okay, and let us come down to this inbound security group rules. So first of all, rule they have already selected by default. Let it be like this. SSH connection with TCP protocol port number 2022. Okay. You come down, guys, and you select one add security group rule. Here you will be giving your customized rule. What is the rule? That I really want to run my test case on this port 4044. Okay. So you select this custom TCP and you give port as 4444 and source type you select as anywhere. Means you can access this machine from anywhere in the world. Simple. If you want to give some description, you can give it. Otherwise, leave it like this. Okay. Come down to the configure storage part here and select that I need around 32 GB of memory at least. Otherwise, my machine will be slow. Okay, so configure, do this 32 GB. That's it. These are the simple steps that you have to follow for giving the configurations of the machines. As soon as you did this, you just click on this launch instance. Simple. It will do what, guys? It is now creating one inbound rules and all these things. And as soon as it did everything, what will happen? A machine got procured for you. How will you check it? Hmm? You just click on this instance ID. That's it. Now, can you see one machine got created for you? Selenium Grid setup for August 2025 batch. Can you see, guys? The IPv address, what is that? A public address. And what is the state of it? This it is running. And they have also given some private IPv address, some DNS, all these things. Come down, and they have given the other detailed information, whatever you have selected. That the key pair assigned at the launch is this one. Okay, all these things. Fine. They have given several things. You need not to just look out for it. Just look out this public IP. Okay, fine. Can I just open this address first of all and see if this is working or not? Because I have just launched this instance. And what I'll do, I'll just try to first of all disconnect with my VPN. Just give me a second. Come on. Okay, disconnected. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, let us see. Just give me a second. We'll try to open it because right now it is not opening. Okay, fine. So they have given this public address. Fine. So now, guys, what is happening? What happened just now? We actually procured one machine in the Mumbai region. So is this machine a hardware machine? Yes. This is a hardware machine taken from my place, from my location, Delhi NCR, to where? To this Mumbai region. But this machine is taken over the internet from the cloud, where? On this Mumbai region, wherever their data center is located. So what I did, actually, whatever machines they have set up, hardware machines in that Mumbai location, I have tried to get one machine in my local address. Simple. And the public IPv address is this one. Okay. So machine is now up and running already in the Mumbai region. Now let us try to log in into this machine. How to log in? So guys, directly I cannot open this address right now. I have to create one connection with this machine because obviously this machine is, somewhere in the Mumbai region. Now I cannot open directly to it. I have to create one connection. How? See this. Go to your downloads folder, wherever your files got downloaded, this August 2025 batch.pem file. From here, open the command. Just a second. Uh, Open the command prompt. Okay. And now you have to follow the exact same step which I am following. First of all, you have to create one connection with the machine. How to create a connection? Write SSH minus I and you have to give the exact file name August 2025 batch.pem and you have to write EC2, okay, user, hmm, at the rate, what is the IP? Public IP. So this is a public IP. So you have to now create one connection with this 3.1110.193.120 with this password that they have already generated for you, and you have procured one EC2 machine. So as soon as I am hitting it enter, okay, yes, I am sure. Give me Y. Okay, yes. And now can you see, guys, what just happened? One Amazon Linux machine of 2023 version got procured to me, and I actually could create a connection with that. Can you see it? Now what is happening? Now I am not on my local machine. Can you see where I am? I am actually on this IP address 172.31.35.123. What is the IP address? It is the same private IP address 172.31.35 and 123. So now I have virtually logged in with the help of SSH connection to that remote machine which I just procured. My connection is established. Simple. Got it? Okay. This is for the Windows user. For the Mac OS user, guys, I have just write down some few steps So for this macOS user, what you have to do? First of all, you have to go onto the same download folder. From there, you have to run this command chmod for changing the permissions 400, and you have to give the exact name of what? The PEM file. Simple. Then again, you have to write the same step for the Windows user. Simple thing. But first of all, for the macOS user, guys, it won't work until and unless you provide the permission. Got it? Okay. Now, once you create a connection, so guys, try to understand. It's very real time. Right now, this machine is very raw machine. Raw means, does it have any Java? Let me see. Java hyphen V. No, see, it doesn't have any Java hyphen version. Just give me a second. No, it doesn't have anything. Does it have any Docker? Docker hyphen V? No, it doesn't have any Docker. So this machine is really a pure raw machine, does not have anything installed. So I have to do everything, guys. Yesterday, why things were running fine on my local system? Because I already have my Java installed, already path was set up, already I was having a Docker installed, Docker desktop, but this machine does not have anything. So what is the requirement? See, if I'll just open, just give me a second to make it more clear to you. Yes. What was happening in this case? So see this. I already followed this step. I have now this machine second step, but now the last step is left. I have to set up the Selenium grid. What is required? That you should have a machine. On that machine, you should have a operating system. So what is the operating system of this machine? It is Linux based. That is also done. But do you have any Docker setup installed? No, I don't. Do you have any Java? No, I don't. You have to do it on that machine. How? There are few commands you have to follow. So see, first of all, you have to write sudo yum update -y. Okay, it is for updating all the things. You have to use sudo command. Okay, let it run. Hope it should work fine. Okay, it is first of all updating all the libraries of that Amazon Linux server. It is nothing to do, it's fine. Once this is done, so guys, all these commands I'll give you. I've already written that file, fine. But I'll give it to you after the sessions only. But try to see what all commands I'm writing. So first of the command you have to write sudo yum update. You're updating everything. Then first of all, you have to remove the Java. If any binary of Java is there, remove it. How? Sudo yum remove Java, okay, space hyphen y. Simple. It will remove Java. So it is already saying it has nothing to remove. Now what you have to do? You have to install one Java JDK. So you can use anything. Let us suppose I'm using this command, means I really want to install the Java 1.8 JDK. So tomorrow you really want to write 1.11, 1.17, 21, 23, you can use it. But for time being, I'm using a simple JDK 1.8 to be installed onto this machine. Which machine? On the Amazon Web Services Linux virtual machine. Hit it. It will actually install all the Java based libraries, guys, on that machine which I just procured. Let it run. Fine. First of all, let it see. Can you see it is installing everything? You need not to set up any path. It is doing everything by automatic. So let it run all the scripts first of all. Okay, it's complete. How to check it's complete? Java is installed. You just hit the command Java hyphen your space hyphen v. Uh, Java. Just give me a second. Let me check because okay, perfect. Can you see, guys? Java space hyphen version. What is the Java command? Means what is the Java version? Now I have this Open JTK 1 point setup already installed, and the runtime environment is also there. Open JTK, everything is there now. Earlier, was it there? No. Same thing what I do. I have to install the Docker also. How? So, guys, for this Linux now, you have to use a sudo command. Starting with sudo, then you can do anything. So, first of all, I am trying to install one Docker here directly. So, sudo yum install Docker, hit it. Give y that yes, I really want to install all the Docker commands. So it is now installing automatically all the Docker desktop, everything is done. See, whatever I was trying to do earlier manually, now, all the things are now going to install with the help of this Docker command. Let it run. And then we will see whether my Docker is installed successfully or not. Okay, perfect. How to check? Check it with this hyphen version. And okay, just a second. Docker space hyphen v. Okay, can you see Docker version 25 got downloaded where? On my EC2 machine with this private IP address. Docker is installed. Version I checked. First, now you start the Docker also. How to start the Docker? See, this thing is the command. You have to start the Docker. Docker service, sudo service Docker start. Hit it. It will actually start the Docker services. How to check it? You have to just use sudo service Docker status. And can you see this Docker service is up and running, guys? It is now there. Okay, perfect. So now I have the Docker installed. Now I have the Java installed on the system. But I need one more thing. What is that? So guys, do you remember yesterday what I ran the command for pulling all the images from the Docker hub? What was the command? Docker compose up minus d was the command, correct? But to run that command, Docker compose, we need to have one Docker compose also installed in this machine. Why it was not required in our machine? Because with this Docker desktop, automatically my Docker setup got installed everything with the Docker compose and everything is there. But in this Linux machine, we don't have the Docker compose. So you have to run one command. I'm giving you, obviously, it is not something to be remembered. See, you have to use this command sudo curl. So it will automatically download the Docker compose files and all these things. File means the Docker compose setup. Okay, hit it and hit it. It is now downloading the Docker compose things. It is already in. How to check it? So you can just check. Let me see Docker compose hyphen v. Okay, permission is denied. So you do one thing. If permission is denied, you can just use this thing. Sudo again change the permission, okay, to this so that I can use a Docker also. And now let us try to see if we have the Docker compose. Yes. What is the version? I have version of Docker compose version 5.0.1. Perfect, guys. Okay. So now I have almost everything done the setup configurations on my remote machine. I have the Docker desktop, means a Docker engine there. I have the Docker compose file. I have the Java there. Everything is there. Now what is left? Hmm? You remember one thing? Just give me a second. We had one Docker compose file, and with that file only my all the things were running. So guys, where is the Docker compose file here? It is not there. We have to create it. Otherwise, my command Docker compose up minus d won't run. है ना? Because all the things were captured from where? From this file only, na? And this file was actually getting all the data from where? From that centralized Docker hub. How this will work here? It won't. So you have to have one file there, docker compose.yaml file here also. So what I will do now, I will try to create one directory first of all. Let us create one Docker directory and let me move to this Docker directory. Okay. Now see this pwd. See where you are. I am inside that home EC2 user and I am inside this Docker. But do you have anything inside this Docker ls minus lrt? No, I don't have. See, total files are 0. So how to create one file inside this Linux machine, guys? Because I really need to have one Docker compose file. So we can use one touch command. It's fine, guys. If you don't know, it's fine. But try to remember these commands. Touch command is going to create one blank Docker compose file for you. How? See, I'm writing docker hyphen compose dot YAML file. Touch command will do it. Hit it. Now let us do it again. ls minus lrt. Can you see one file is there? Docker compose YAML file, but this is obviously blank. It is having 0 space. From where to get the data and how to, fill this file. So now you open this file in editor mode. Vi docker compose.yaml file. Can you see? It does not have anything. So what I'll do, guys, now, uh, I'll try to take that docker compose file from here and let me just cross it out. Probably it should be old. I'll open this docker compose file here. Control A, Control A, Control C, and just one click. That's it. It will paste the entire thing in this editor. How to save it? Press space. Okay. Okay. Press space, then colon, WQ and exclamation sign. This will do what? It will make sure Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Yes. It will make sure now you have the entire content present in your Docker Compose file. How to check it? ls minus lrt. Now can you see this file is with having 2 point around 238 MBs, which was earlier what? See, it was earlier blank here. Now yes, this file is having everything. The same it was having in my local system. Because guys, Docker Compose file only will work now. Otherwise, how will you pull the images from the centralized repository? So now you have everything ready for you. Now this machine, Linux machine have a Docker engine up and running, Java, everything is there. Now what is required? You just have to hit the command again, docker compose up minus d to pull all the images from the centralized repository where? Neither on my local machine nor on my Docker containers, but on that Amazon Web Services instance or a machine which is running on the Mumbai region. What is the command? So you have to run the command with the sudo only. So run a command docker compose uh, up minus d. Minus d is for what? For detaching it. Let us see if that work or not. Docker compose. Okay. Okay, guys. So now this will do what? Same thing which we did earlier. It is now pulling all the images of 4.39 version from where? From the centralized Docker Hub repository on the Linux machine in the Mumbai region. Now, once this all the images are pulled, okay, it will make sure that all the containers are up and running also. Where? On the cloud. Okay. It is now creating all the containers. Let it kill it. You know, create it first of all. It has pulled all the images. Now it is creating all the containers. So I hope the containers are completed. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. Now, guys, all the images, all the containers are there. Let me see if it is visible via the help of this Docker command, Docker images. Images. Okay, the permission is 9. That is fine. That is fine. Okay, sorry. I have to use the sudo command. Mm, okay, can you see, guys? All the images are there and huge MBs. GBs actually 2 GB, 2 point around 29 GB, and all these things. So these are the images downloaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. How about the containers? So have to you again use sudo docker ps. Can you see all the containers are up and running? But how to check it? Yesterday I opened what? Localhost colon 4444. So let us see if this will now open the machine. Just give me a second. First of all, copy this address. Okay. And come on the Google, hit it. Okay. And just give /UI along with the port. Sorry. This is the IP address only. You have to give the port also, no? Along with the UI. Enter it. Hopefully it should work. But let us see. Okay. Let me see. Just give me a second. Okay, come on. Good. Now can you see, guys, what just happened? The same thing which I set up on my local system hardware machine is now where? Huh? Is on the Linux machine, but somewhere in the Mumbai region, which I really don't know. But because I have procured this machine with the IP address and what is a port? 44, 44, 44, and this is a UI I really want to check. So now this look exactly same which was earlier looking yesterday. The only change is what? Hmm? This is not on my local host, but I took a machine on the AWS. Obviously, I'm paying for it, but somewhere in the Mumbai region, this machine is up and running, and I could check from here also because already my connection has got it created, and I could see the actual UI how this machine means what is happening there on the machine. Exactly same thing, guys. Yesterday. Now setup is almost done. What do you want? Now we really want to run our test cases. What one change you want? Do you really want to make some changes in the code? No. Only one thing has to be changed. That is the IP. And port remains same. So I'll just copy it from here. And where should I go? In the config.properties file and paste it. This is the exact thing now. Yes, paste it here. Control V. I don't need UI here. That's it. Now, guys, what is happening? This is the remote machine IP address I'm using. So the same IP address can be of yours machine also. That is what I was talking about half an hour back. But this machine I just took where? On the cloud. Simple. And I have to make sure that yes, remote is true. If remote is not true, where my code will run? On my local machine. Anything else I need to make change? I don't think so. Let us do what? Come on the TestNG regression file again. Okay, and I'll just run three test cases: Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. Three test cases. How? Right click, run as, and TestNG suite. And let us come directly to this grid part to check if my sessions are really got generated now on this Mumbai machine or not. Can you see, guys? Perfect. Sessions got generated. And can you see from here on the Edge browser? See it. Yes, test case is running. So I'll just check for the third session also. Just give me a second. And yes, it just got closed. I think all the things are done. How about Firefox? So just we'll try to run it again. No worries. Just to check. Okay, connection is there, but I think that's all done. Hmm? So this is done, guys. Where are my things running now? Hmm? Things are running on my remote VM machine, which is taken where on the cloud. If you really want to check out some videos, so I think it's already done. See, it's already done. I don't want to make a change. Okay. See, it took around 57.8 seconds and all these things. And let us see about the results. Is this really coming fine or not? Yes, exactly. They're coming perfectly fine. Why? Because they all run my test cases where? On my virtual machine, guys. Hmm? One case test case running on Firefox. And can you see? Test case is running on the remote WebDriver Edge, Firefox, and Chrome. This is the beauty of what? Procuring the machines. Hmm? I hope you are able to connect the dots, guys, now. And now the things are making more sense. Why? Because I know these things you have never seen, at least not practiced. I'll just check it out once. Give me a second. Hmm? Perfect. Now, what do you have to do to make sure that all the containers are down once your work is over? Hmm? See this. Uh, just a second. Okay. Client is disconnected. Let me try to create a connection again. Okay. Now, how will you make sure that your container should be down? So right now your containers are up and running. Sudo docker and ps. Yes, all the containers are up. So I am saying now my work is done. So try to bring down the containers. How to do it? Sudo docker, I think compose and down. Uh, oh, I have to go on to the Docker directory now because there only it is there. Docker compose down. Now this will stop all the containers and then you will see this will be gone. Why? Because now my no more containers will be up and running. See this. See, no connection is there now. It's all gone. Perfect, guys. Huh? So this is how you have to work on that AWS part as well. Hmm? And how to make them up once again. So let us use the sudo docker compose up minus d, and I am saying I really want to scale up my containers. My means I need just a second. Okay, I need Chrome 3. I need uh, Firefox 2, and I need Edge 3. Okay, let us see if I'll be getting around 3, 3, 6, 7, 8 containers on that machine again. Sudo docker compose up. Yes, let us see. Uh, just a second. Okay, I think scaling is. Just give me a second. Oh, just a second. Okay, let us see. Now, can you see, guys? Multiple containers are created. See, Edge 1, Edge 2, Firefox 1, Edge 3, Chrome 2, Chrome 1, Firefox 2. Huh? Perfect. So let us now again open this part and let us see are my 8 containers up and running this time. Come on, open it. Okay, let us see. Sudo docker ps. Yes, my containers are actually up and running, but let us see on the UI part also. Okay. Come on. Can you see, guys? Hmm? This is the beauty of scaling up the containers. Scaling up means you can have n number of containers from a single image. And this time, if you really want to run your all the test cases on 2 Edge, 3 Firefox, 3 Chrome, you can do it anytime. Perfect. Hmm? Let us try to do one more scenario. Okay, what is that? Can we hit it via Jenkins also? The same test cases. Will this work fine or it is only working fine for my local? It will actually work fine from your Jenkins also. How? Obviously, you have to push the code. So let me first of all, just now this time, since I have the 8 containers up and running, uh, or I'll make sure, guys, just give me a second. I'll scale down the containers. How to scale down? Simple thing you have to write. So I am saying I just need only 2 Edge. I need 2 Firefox and how many test cases are there? Let me see just. Give me a second. I have negative test, register 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 are there. So I just need not to use much, otherwise it will require more memory. To scale down, just minimize the value. So I am saying I just need only 6 containers, 2 Chrome, 2 Firefox, 2 Edge. That's it. It is stopping other 2 containers for Edge, Chrome, and let us see first of all. Okay. And it will take some time to reflect here also. But now I'll be having only 6 containers. Yes, perfect. Can you see? 1 Edge, 1 Edge, 2 Edge, 2 Firefox, and 2 Chrome. Now what I'll do, I'll try to just one last time, I'll try to make sure that all the thread counts will be running. So I'm saying it is 6 threads taking the 6 different classes, and I am running first case Chrome, then Firefox, then Edge, then again Chrome, Firefox, and then at last Edge. So this time, guys, 6 different parallel threads will attack, and all the sessions will be up and running. Okay, let us see it. What I have to do? Just one last time, I'll try to push this code. I hope nothing has changed now. Okay. Um, I'll open one more command prompt. Give me a second now. Okay, and CD, I have to go to this path. Copy. That's it. And let us see one last time if I can hit that same job which I hit it yesterday from the Jenkins also. Okay. So let us see the Git status. Uh, yes, I made a change. Config properties and integration file. So git add space dot and git commit minus m. Uh, Running test cases on what AWS machine via Jenkins. Perfect. Okay, git push origin master. Okay, it will ask for my username and password. Let us give it test automation 093 and the password. Let me see if I have that ready. Just give me a second now. Uh, okay, I hope I have it. Yes, this is my token. Copy it, paste it, enter it. Now my entire code will be pushed where? Onto my your GitHub. Okay, let us just check it out one last time. This one, yes, this is my framework which I used yesterday, and it will be 7 commits now. Okay, total 8 commits are there. Fine. So 1 minute ago, commit is there on the SRC. Fine. Okay. Now let us try to open one Jenkins job also. But again, I have to open my Jenkins server, and on the downloads folder, I have that Jenkins war. So Java space jar and Jenkins.war. That's it. It will make sure that Jenkins is up and running. And what I'll do, uh, I'll open one Jenkins also. Where? On my localhost 8080. ठीक है, hope should work fine. Okay. Now, can you see, guys? Yesterday I only ran around 23 years back, 23 hours back. I ran this project. So let us now again run this project, and this time we will see what six instance will be created of this six parallel threads, and all the tasks will be running fine here. Okay, let us see. Okay, build now, and come on to that eighth build and console output. First of all, let us see it is going to reach to the .xml file. Okay, and then quickly we'll come. Yes, it comes onto the test part. And now we will see six test cases should start running in the parallel mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Come on to the Selenium Grid. Uh, okay. Can you see, guys? Can you see? Hmm? All the sessions got created. See? Concurrency 4 out of 6. See? Yes, you can. Uh, it just, it is taking so much load. Can you see? All the sessions are up and running. Everything's running fine. Multiple test cases. If you really want to check, you can check it out. See? I don't need any password. See? It's running here. It's taking so much time. All the test cases are running on that centralized machine, the AWS machine. And I'll go on the AWS overview part. Let us see this last also. This password and all these things. It is so quick now that I have to see. It is probably not showing to you because it's a AWS machine and all these things, but all the tests are running fine there on that part. Okay. So this is what, can you see this? All the tests are running fine. 6 out of 6. Concurrency is 100% meant, and this is the duration it took. Where it was running? It was running on my AWS. See, all the things. And how about the boat? Yes, entire thing is done. All the concurrencies are made. 6 out of 6 tasks is running fine in the parallel mode. Hmm? And let us see the reports. Do we have any failures? Yes, obviously we have one failure. That is what? A deliberate failure for this one Apple, which was getting failed. And let us come now onto this part and we can see the entire thing. If you really want to see the report, you can see it. See, it is having all these test cases. And out of that, product info test is getting failed. Yes, one of the test case. See, and that is fine. Whatever it is there, select session not did. But this is my test case failing. How about the screenshot? Everything that will work in that similar way, guys. It's all about now where you are running the test cases. Got it, guys? Hmm? I'll just close it out now. This one. And I'll make sure Jenkins is also down. Just a second. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm just closing the Jenkins also. Any questions still here? Hmm? Are you able to understand things? Did you understand it?
Yeah, once we do it on our
Correct.
hands, we'll,
Now,
yeah, because it's a bit tricky actually.
it's really tricky, but I am telling you one thing. If you know this thing and if you write it down to your resumes, it is the best
Mm.
thing you can do to learn, to write, and then to implement. Because this thing people don't know. They might be knowing that yes, my company is, having the DevOps guys, they're working something, they're doing all these things, but individually in the deep down, they don't know. Okay. Now, one last thing from this topic, and then I'll have one more topic. But before that, it is really, really important since this is running. Don't leave this running. Don't log out. You have to go where, let me just see. Yes. Come on this instance state, guys. See, I'm telling you this, you have to do. Stop it. Stop this instance state after work is done. One thing. If you really want to uh, again create a connection with this, or you really want to test the next day, let it be stopped. But if you're saying, Nishant, my work is done, now I really don't want to test it on the Amazon Web Services, come on the instance state again and then delete this instance. Otherwise, it will be keep on charging to you, even on the stopped state also. Got it? This thing you have to do. Don't blame me. Otherwise, guys, Nishant, you don't told us this thing. You'll be charged very heavy. Terminate this once your work is done. Delete it out. I'll also do it. After this session, I'll do it. And now, see this. Since you have stopped this session, can you create a connection with this machine again? See, I am giving the same thing. Uh, I'll just now see this. It will say straight away that Nishant, you have just broken down the connection with that machine. That machine is no longer up and running, not working. So I couldn't create a connection with it. Okay. It is taking some time. That's fine. It won't create a connection. So understood, guys. This is what and how AWS works and how to create an instance, machines, procure it, run the test cases. That's it. Okay, fine. I'll just log out from here and then I'll delete this machine later on of the session. Okay, remove this, remove this. Perfect. Just one last thing. Okay, this is also done. Yes, close it out. And okay, can you see? I couldn't make a connection because this is timed out. Perfect. Let me remove this also. Okay, my work is done from that AWS part. Now, one last thing is left, one of the topic about your Nexus repository. I'll tell you about that. Let me see, anything is up and running. No, it's fine. And okay, I'll open one image for you guys because I'll try to explain from there only. I know, guys, today's session is little bit, this weekend session is little bit tricky, complex, but it's really, really important. Framework and all people know. Okay. Um, just a second. Mm, Nexus, yes. Okay, with this, with API automation, guys, I've already done this topic one session, but it is really required for you as well because you have now highly reached to the advanced stage. Just one last topic is left, and I'll close this out. Okay, now target folder. Okay, what is the topic? It's now simple. It's simple. All the advanced things have been done. So, guys, try to understand. Same thing again. Talking about the real-time experience. We all work in a company. Okay, someone is going to get a job. Someone is going to switch to the automation companies, but that is fine. What is going to happen? Try to understand. You are not the sole owner of a project. Means it is never asked that Ankit, can you create an entire automation framework for this company? It will be asked only if you are going on an architect role. Okay? But most of the time, 99% of the time, companies already have their projects created, means automation framework created. And in every company, na guys, we have a common automation framework team that is called with different names like test COE team, common automation framework team, a test excellence team, whatever it is that. But try to understand this is the entire automation framework your centralized team created for you. What will be asked from your end if you're joining a company, a project, a particular team? That Nishant, now these functionalities are coming. So you have to do what? Take the jar or take the project from this common team, deploy it to your local end, import the project, whatever is that, and then start writing the test case on the new functionality. So let us suppose this there are multiple teams in a company working on this common automation framework. Okay? Okay. This framework is similar like to ours. Like it is having SRC main Java, test Java, utilities, screenshots, um, resources, everything it is there. Plus it is having the multiple dependencies also in the pom.xml file. Fine. So forget about this restriction and all these things. Consider it your dependency like Selenium is there and all these things are there. Selenium, TestNG, LEO reporting, chain test report, everything is there. Okay, fine. You have framework already created by the developers or by the architect. Now what you have to do? So what happens now, guys? Those companies who don't have the GitHub repositories, Bitbuckets, centralized repositories, what they do, developers usually give you the jar files. Jar means what? Java archival files. What is that? See, try to understand. You have used a pom.xml file entirely in this project. है ना? You have used this TestNG dependency, Selenium dependency, Apache POE, everything you have used. But against this every dependency, what happened? Some jar files were getting downloaded from the centralized Maven repository. Where? See this Maven dependencies? It is full of jar files. Not a Leo report. Uh, Maven dependencies. Can you see? It is full of jar files. Selenium jar, Selenium Java, JDBC, and all these. These are what? All these are jar files. What is happening with the jar files? Because of these jar files only, guys, you are able to use the classes, the methods, the functions from that particular dependency. I can only use a Selenium cases, Selenium actions class, Selenium robot class, whatever it is there, just because of the dependencies downloaded the jar files for me. And from the jar file, I'm able to import the classes and methods. Same thing, manager will be asking to you that Nishant, take the jar file from developer, deploy it to your local system, create a project, and use the jar file in your project, and then try to work on it. Like, let us suppose this is my order management team, this is my user management team, product management team, and all the things are there. Fine. But first of all, how to create a jar? Let us understand that also. So, guys, for everything, there is a plugin already there in the Maven. Since this is my Maven project, and this Maven project has one pom.xml file, which is the heart of Maven project. Whatever you are doing, whatever whatever is being happening in this project is all because of this Maven pom.xml file. If this file is not there, your things won't be done. What this file consists of? See this. It files consist of your dependencies that we have already seen. Okay. Then we have seen already the couple of plugins also. What were they? Compiler plugin and some Showfire plugin. Showfire plugin was helping for what? For running the test cases. What about the compiler plugin? It is for compiling of the project. So for everything that we do in the project is basically based out of the plugins. But let us move to our topic. How can we create a jar file? So we already have, we developers have already used some jar plugins to create a jar file of this project. Right now, we have not created any jar var files for our project. Today we will try to do it. Okay. How many types of jars do you have? Second question. So we basically have two types of jars: normal jar and a fat jar. Fat jar means a heavy, thick jar. It is not actually by sense the same meaning. I'll tell you the difference about that. So let us try to first of all understand the fat jar, normal jar. What is that? So in the normal jar, na guys, whenever developer is creating a jar of their project, only the src main Java, the utilities files will come into picture. No src test Java, no resources, no dependencies, nothing is there. Just a normal jar is created from this src main Java. And that same jar is given to you. That try to work on all this. Same jar is given to this also, this also, this also. But what is the issue with this jar na? If you are going to use this jar in your project, you could actually use the classes and the methods that these developers have written, but you will never be able to use the dependencies. And if you're not able to use the dependencies, will you be able to import the classes and methods? No. You have to externally download all the dependencies, or you have to externally write this pom.xml file with all the dependencies here, and then it will again download all the dependencies for you, the jar files. This is the issue with a normal jar. So for the testers, normal jar is never recommended. But for the developer point of view, they gave normal jar to the different developers to work on the project. And how normal jar is created? With the help of jar plugins. Okay. Then what is required for you? If normal jar is not the way to go, So now there comes a concept of fat jar. What is the difference between the fat jar and the normal jar, guys? Hmm? So the only difference between the fat jar and the normal jar is that in the fat jar, na, along with this src main Java, all the dependencies, either of Selenium, TestNG, pom.xml file, chain test, LEO report, loggers API, whatever we have used in our entire framework, will be the part of that fat jar. So this fat jar consists of what? src main Java and external dependencies into it. Why src test Java and src test resources are never a part of fat jar or normal jar? So let's try to understand. From the tester's point of view, why do we really want to have this src test Java which are written from the developer's end? Why do you really want to check the unit test cases? You have to create your own package src test Java and then keep on writing the test case into it. Hence, src test Java is never a part of that jar files. It's always expected from the testers, from other people, that if you are a QA engineer, you have to write the test cases. Don't look out my test case. Hence, if now consider a case if a fat jar is given to this QA1, QA2, QA3, QA4, will he be able to use all the methods, dependencies, classes coming from this main Java files or not? Yes. Why? Because this time automatically all the dependencies will be downloaded into his system. As soon as he use this jar into this project, into this project, into this project, and into this project, all the people will be having all the dependencies along with all the main classes to be used. So tomorrow, what is your work? Your only work is to write the test cases. Simple. You need not to take care of the dependencies. You need not to take care of the main classes because it's already there. Now what do you have to focus on? Just focus on writing the test cases. Simple. That's it. This is only required now. As an automation engineer, what do you want? You have to write the test cases. This is the concept of fat jar. But how to create a fat jar? So similar like a normal jar is created with the help of a compiler plugin, jar plugin, guys, we have to use one assembly plugin to create a fat jar. Fine. And then today I will show you how to create this fat jar and also the normal jar. Fine. And then later on in the really highly advanced state, what we will do? We will try to publish this fat jar or normal jar to a centralized Nexus repository. What is that? It is an artifact management tool. What is that? So like for keeping all the images, what we use? Docker Hub. For keeping all my Git projects, what we use? GitHub. For keeping all my Maven dependencies, what I use? Maven repository. Similarly, to keep all my jar files, I have to use one centralized Nexus repository that's an artifact management tool. In this tool, all the snapshots, all the jar files are present of my project. And from there on, I can actually capture this or fetch this dependency in my project and use it. Simple. And how to deploy this fed jar to this Nexus repository, guys? Another plugin I have to use, one deploy plugin. Okay. So all these plugins are coming from where? From the Maven. What is Maven? Maven is basically a build lifecycle management dependency tool. It is everything of a project. So I think few days back, few weekends back, I've told you about how Maven works. Like if I'm writing a command like Maven clean install, how does it work? First of all, it is going to do what? Clean the project, delete the target files, build the project, compile the project, generate the what? Your jar files, run the test cases, and that's it. This is the complete lifecycle Maven works. So let us understand the lifecycle of the Maven also because it is really important. Uh, where it is? Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. So let us see this, guys. What is the lifecycle of the Maven? Because this is also one of the interview question people ask. How Maven works, you know. If you have not checked the videos yet, you just check it out. But again, I'm just giving a glimpse of it. What is the life cycle of a Maven? So guys, Maven have three life cycles: default, clean, and site. Site lifecycle is for the documentation purpose. Clean lifecycle is for cleaning the project. And default lifecycle is the best lifecycle because it consists of various stages. Okay, fine. What are the stages are there? So let us suppose I am writing a command as Maven install. How this will work? As soon as it find the command is hit Maven install, it will directly go to the pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file, it is going to run the entire plugins. First of all, it is going to validate the project, that whether your project is fine or not. Does it have any syntax error? It will then come on to the compiler stage. It will compile the project, rebuild the project. Then it will start writing your running your test cases. It will then work on the packaging part, creating a jar files. It will then verify. It will then install the jar files, and then at last it will deploy it. So these are the stages you have to keep in mind. So let us suppose if I'm writing Maven install. So the stages will run till where? From the validate till the install. If I'm writing Maven deploy, stages will run from validate till the deploy. If I'm writing Maven package, stages will run from validate till the package. If I'm writing Maven test, stages will run from where? Validate till the test. And for every phase, guys, my plugins are involved. For compilation, I need the compiler plugin. For running the test case, what I need? Showfire plugin. For the packaging purpose, for creating a jar, what I need? A jar plugin. For installation, what I need? Install plugin. For deploy, what I need? A deploy plugin. And every plugin is connected with its goal. What is the goal? It is a compile goal, test goal, jar goal, install goal, deploy goal. So this is what a Maven build lifecycle. We have already seen few of the commands like Maven clean install. It worked till where? Here. Hmm? Today we will try to deploy, and today we will try to assembly also. Hmm? We'll try to create a jar file. How? With this plugin package. Means Maven package, we will write a command and it will actually generate a jar file for me. Perfect. So let us now try to see how can we do it. A simple topic, that's not a very big thing. For this creating a jar files, guys, what I need? I obviously need one plugin. What is that plugin? Let me tell you. I'll just come to this part. For creating a fat jar, we need assembly plugin. है ना? So I'll take this assembly plugin from one of my previous project. I've already used it. Just give me a second. Okay. Yes, this is my assembly plugin. I'll just copy this from here. Copy, copy, and paste in this my August framework. You can copy it anywhere. Means after any plugin, you can keep copy it. I'm pasting it here. Control Shift F and Control S. It will actually build the project. First of all, let it build. And can you see? I'm using one Maven build. Sorry, Maven assembly plugin with this plugin version. This is with jar with dependencies. Okay, everything it is there. Having a single ID, it will create one single jar file for me. So right now, if you will see inside this target folder of my project, target folder, does it have any jar files? Dot jar? No, it doesn't have any. But as soon as we run the command of that Maven package, it will soon create one jar file for my project. Okay, fine. So this project is already built. What I'll do, I'll just try to update this project once more. And okay. Okay, it is building all the project. Now I'll try to copy this properties from here. Copy, and then we'll go on command prompt. I have already closed it. So now I have the assembly plugin in my project. CD. Okay. Now you tell me what command I have to run to create a jar file for my project. For testing, what I did, Maven test. But for creating a jar file, I have to use one Maven package command. And as soon as I'm writing a Maven package command, see this guys, Maven package command, what will happen? Life cycle from the starting will start. It will validate the project, it will compile the project, it will test also. It will start running the test cases also. But I'm saying for timing, I don't want to run the test case. Why? Because that is already run multiple times. We have already seen. Why to waste our time? Hmm? So how to skip the test cases? See, I just want to generate one jar file so we can use minus d skip tests is equals to true. Simple. Now this will actually skip this lifecycle phase, third one. It will directly come to this package after compile. Let us see. Let us check it out. It is my August 2025 Selenium Automation Framework. Perfect. So now let us hit this command. And now you will see, guys, it will go to the .example file. It will create, combine all the resource. Compiler plugin comes into picture. It is now coming on the Shofar plugin. Can you see? Test cases are skipped. Now one jar got created. Normal jar because of this jar plugin automatically there. And now it is coming to the assembly plugin. It will now create soon one fat jar for me. Okay, let us see first of all. It is building the jar. Once this is built, I'll go to the project. Okay, come on. Okay, guys, my build is success. Let us come to the project again. Okay, and refresh your project once. Refresh it, and now go to the target folder again. Can you see, guys, what happened? Two jars got generated. One is normal jar and one with dependencies. So this dependencies jar is what? A fat jar. It consists of all the Maven dependencies and the SRC main Java. And what does this jar consist of? Only the SRC main Java. That's it. So this is what, how you can create a normal jar and the fat jar for your project with the help of compiler plugin and the assembly plugin. Fine. Okay. How to deploy this fat jar and normal jar which we just created to this to this centralized Nexus repository? Hmm? So guys, I don't have any access to this Nexus repository right now. It is a centralized hub. Obviously, I don't have any access to it, but we will try to do something. If we could not access into the centralized hub, what we will do, we will try to set up this Nexus repository on my local environment only, on my local machine. How? So yesterday I set up my Selenium Grid with the help of Docker commands on my normal means hardware machine. Can I do the same with the help of Nexus repository? I can do it. How? See this. For the Nexus repository also, guys, if we'll just go here, come on, just give me a second. Just a second. Let me open it. Okay. If we'll just come here and search, okay, we have already this Docker up and running. Now search for one of the Nexus repository. What is that? It is, I think, Sona type Nexus 3. This is what? One of the image already there, guys, on the Docker Hub. What we will do? We will try to pull this image, and from this image, what will happen? One Docker container will be up and running exactly of this Nexus repository cloud. How? What is the command? So to search for the command, you just come down and can you see one thing here? You just need to run this Nishant docker run -d, and your Docker, your sorry Nexus repository will be up and running where? On this 8081 port. Okay, fine. Let us try to copy this and see if my if my image is actually getting pulled and my container is up and running. So if I'll just open this Docker, what desktop now, can you see any images there? No, right now I don't have any image. Any containers is there? I don't have that. So let us try to pull that. What I'll do, uh, I'm already on my command prompt. Okay, hit it. Docker run -d -p 8081 port. Hit it. First of all, it will check that Nishan, do you have any local image? I don't have. Now it will start to pull all the that's Nexus repository Sona type in my local system. And soon it will do what? Pull the image, create one container out of that image. Okay, it'll take some time. Let it be. Okay, it pulled all the images. Just give me a second, guys. Huh? Okay, fine. It pulled the image. Let us see inside this Docker. Okay, can you see one image got there? Hmm? Sonatype Nexus 3. And how about the containers? Let us see. So my image got pulled, and yes, my container is up and running. How to check it? I have to go onto this local port 8081. Let us see if my container is actually up and running or not. I'm going to this and I'll just type localhost 8081. Okay. Can you see one UI got created for me? Yes, because now I have that container up and running in my local system. What is the username and password for it? So username is admin, and for password you have to look out for this file. From that Docker uh, command only. How to check the password, guys? So you have to use one command. I'm telling you, just come on to this part. Okay. First of all, let us see that we have Docker images. Okay. Then we have the Docker PS. Yes, I have all the containers and the image. So write one command Docker exec execution. This container ID, copy paste it. Okay. Okay. Then you have to use the exact same thing. Okay. And I'm writing one cat command. Cat command is to actually fetch the password. So can you see? I got the password here. See till here. So try to copy this password. Copy it. And then what I'll do, I'll try to paste it here. Log in into it. Okay, give some next. Okay, it is requiring some password. So I'm giving admin 123 and confirm password admin 123. Okay, next it. Next, and soon your things will be done. Enable anonymous access, next, and finish. Now, can you see, guys? The same Nexus repository which was there on the centralized hub is could be seen here also. Now, what we will do? We will try to deploy or post our jar files to this Nexus repo. Can we see, do we have any repository here? Means any jar files here right now? So I'll go onto this settings part, come onto this repository and come onto this Maven snapshots. So right now I don't have anything. So, but we have to post the same to this URL. Okay. Okay. Come again to this outside home part and browse and come to this Maven snapshots. Do you see any snapshots here? No, we don't have because we have not pushed it yet. So what we will do now, see, to deploy my jar files to this centralized Nexus repository, which I just set up in my local system, I have to use one more deploy plugin. Okay, I told you already. So I can take this deploy plugin from where? Again, from my previous project, the deploy plugin. And just give me a second. Okay, I'll just check it out. Should be there, otherwise take from some other file. Okay. Oh yes, I have the deploy plugin. So copy this deploy plugin from here. Okay, and you can use it anywhere. I'm using it here. Control V, Control Shift F, and that's it. One deploy plugin is there now. Along with this, if I have to distribute my jar files to that Nexus repository, I have to use one distribution management properties also. It's already there, guys. You need not to worry because it's already one-time activity. So I'm again going to this POM file and I'll use one distribution management property. Yes, already have this. You can use the same Control C, and just after the properties file, properties, you can write this distribution management, Control Shift F. And this is what it is saying, that Nishan, you can now deploy your entire jar to this exact URL with this username and password. Yes, I have the same admin123. That's it. That is a simple thing you have to do. Okay. Again, go to the project and build it. Build it means update it. Update the project. Okay. Okay, it is updating the project. Now, tell me one thing. We have seen this package command. We have seen the testing command, all these things. Now we have seen this install command also. Can we see this one last deploy? How to deploy it? We have already deployed plugin there. What is the command you have to use? Maven deploy. Simple. This will do what? It will actually deploy my entire jar files onto that centralized Nexus repository. How? See, I am going into this command prompt, and now you have to use one Maven deploy command. And again, I am saying I really don't want to run the test cases. Is equals to true. This will do what? It will first of all validate, compile, no test. It will again create one jar files, verify, install, and then it will deploy. Let us see if that this is working or not. Hit it. Maven deploy minus the skip tests. Okay, fine. Now, again, my one jar file got created and it has actually pushed my code to where? To my centralized repository. Let us see how to check. Again, come to this part, part, yes. Now, refresh this out, guys. Or again, go to this dashboard part. Okay. Come onto this browse. Come onto this Maven snapshot. And now this time, can you see one automation? August 2025 Selenium automation framework got created here. And where are my jar files? You open this snapshot. You open this version one again. And now can you see two jars are there? One with dependencies and one without dependency. But you see the best part. Click this dependency part and just come down here on the right side. Can you see one dependency got generated, guys? What is that? Didn't you find it the exact same thing that we are using here? See here, like this dependency. Hmm? Yes, the same dependency now got generated. Now, if this dependency, I give it to you, you just need to create your project, a Maven project, and in that Maven project, just keep my dependency and everything will be installed automatically. You just need to take care of your test cases. That's it. Not much. This is how, in the real sense, things works, guys. And that is how you can actually deploy your things where? In that centralized Nexus repository. This is the artifact management tool, okay, for keeping all the things. Got it, guys? Hmm? This is it. Any questions still here? Hmm? I know, guys, it is little hard to digest these sessions, but uh, frankly speaking, this is something you have to know. Learning basic Selenium, writing basic code now won't do much in today's scenario. Fine. Things have really moved advanced. People are not asking you to do everything from AI. Try to understand. AI is just a part. If you have some knowledge on Chat GPT's GitHub Copilot, that's more than enough. AI and all these things are just a hype. You should have this conceptual knowledge. Believe me, those who don't know, they're just lagging behind. Hmm? So with that, guys, I have finished everything, almost everything from my end. Fine. It's really expected you to practice because now you have the recordings, everything you have. Try to practice, create it, implement it, and just, uh, try to automate everything, whatever you can. Try to create a GitHub repositories, maintain multiple repositories there, different projects, and do it. Showcase your things with the to the interviewers that you have this much knowledge. Fine. So, any questions here, guys? So, guys, almost everything is over from the Selenium part. Uh, I'll just take few sessions from that AI also. I'll share the dates and time with you, with the API automation people also, and with you also. A common sessions I'll be taking around 2 3 sessions. Let us see what can be done. Fine. But I am actually, just working on that part only. Some bringing good things to you guys. But I'll tell you the dates and time. Fine. Okay. I think then, guys, if we don't have any questions, then we are good to close for today. Fine. Just practice it, and whatever issues you have, just let me know. Fine. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.